Hello guys, it's Jay Caliber here with another TF2 video, and today talking about TF2 trading and why you should probably hold pause on your TF2 trading at least for a while unless you're moving very quick with it. So the events that have led up to this video have been mostly because I uncreated my third unusual. I got a climbing commander in with kilowatt effect, so quite cheap unusual, like 15-16 keys, something like that. And I started trying to trade it, and oh my god, how difficult could that be? It took forever just to get responses in the beginning because of the effect anyway, but the price and some of the reasons people have for paying less than what is valued at on backpack.tf is unreal. So I started looking at some of the other things, some of the old items I used to trade, and I started trying to think of how I would trade them now. So I looked at my Australiums. I used to sell Australium SMGs, extinguishers, and I can't remember what the third thing was. I think it was not fire axes, Tommy Slavs. I used to sell the three of them Australiums. I didn't really use the others just because the price point on the others was too high, and if they lost any value it'd cripple me. So I used to sell the cheaper ones. And Blutsaga, not Tommy Slav, that's it. And yeah, for a while I used to trade them, and I looked at what would I do now if I was to trade them here, now, right this second. And I made the realization that people are haggling a lot on the prices of items nowadays. So if you, like me, I uncreated that unusual and I tried to sell it. It has a value of, I think, 15 to 17 keys, something like that. And I posted for 15 to 17 keys, and I got, in the first week, I only got about 4 or 5 people. 10 to 12 keys. 12 was the highest I could get to. And I wouldn't let it go for that. And people will come out with all sorts of excuses as to paying you that low an amount, such as, oh, TF2's not seen an update in ages, or you never know, we're probably closer to TF3 than we are TF2 getting a newer update, and all sorts of fucking madness has come out. And I really should have screenshot some of these conversations. You wouldn't believe some of the haggling techniques that some of these people are using to try and bring the prices of items down. And just in general, it's not very sustainable. The thing I've actually found the most sustainable to trade with is unusual taunts. But it's because it's the closest to an unusual you can get for about 6 or 7 keys. They're really not worth that much. They're low profit, but if you do lots of them, then that's a big profit, and it's quite safe. So in this video, it sounds a bit clickbaity, me saying stop trading TF2 items, but what I'm actually trying to say is don't try and sell larger value TF2 items. So for example, in the concept of scrap to an unusual, you're taking a piece of scrap metal and you're working your way up the value chain until you've got a profit great enough to be equivalent to an unusual hat. Well, now if you were to go from, say, a key and you got yourself up to 4 keys, then people would probably haggle you back down to 2 keys because of the state of the economy at the moment. So what you've actually done is you've put loads and loads of work in just for someone to say, no, I want 50% of that, I don't want to pay the full thing of that. And I mean, you know, everyone has different experiences with trading. It's definitely a massive luck game, just like it is with uncrating. I mean, I've uncrated, must be well over hundreds and hundreds of crates now. I mean, I've been playing for, this account is like 6 or 7 years old now, and not even on this account I've been uncrating, and I've only just in the last year or 2 years been getting unusuals, and I've only got 3, but the value of said unusuals is just so low, and the trying to sell them on to get even just what the value of them is alone is not worth it. So what I'm trying to say is, if you start with the lowest value unusual you can get, say 10 keys, and then you sell that for a bit of profit, you get 11 keys, sell one more, go up and up and up, and you get into 20 key range, you're actually increasing the risk that someone's going to go, oh, 20 key hat, yeah, I'll give you 14 for it because of the state of the economy. And you might hit a stump. I mean, I've found that. I've been trying to get items out for just the price that they're worth, not even with any profit. Even if there's not any of them up for sale, such as not Horus heads, but like Max's heads and stuff like that, because they're really rare. Even things like that, people are like, oh, I don't really want to pay top whack for them just because of the value and the way the economy is looking. There's been no update now for, well, not 2 years, but coming closer to 2 years than we are from 1. And yeah, it's just a lot of discomfort in the trading community because, I mean, let's face it, there's been no real decent unusual effects added in quite a while. We don't have like a Gen 4 or Gen 5 unusual effects. And the recent hats and cosmetics, they look really cool, but they're just not as, you know, reusable as some old cosmetics. You know, you put on a knight's helmet now, well, then you need to use similar items for it to look right. And yeah, it's not a very stable point in the community, and it's just, if you are trying to build yourself up, you know, working up a ladder for higher value items to trade, you run quite a big risk. What I would recommend is just staying with the lower value items. I myself just bought, I think it's 4 or 5 Australian Bloot Sagas, and yeah, I'll be trading them, try and get a bit of profit off them, blah blah blah, maybe add some professional kill streak kits to them, something like that. But just be careful with your trading. I actually don't recommend trading at all unless you've been doing it for quite a while and you kind of get the ins and outs of it. Definitely don't save up your entire backpack to buy a single hat, because the likelihood is that someone's probably just going to offer you a third of what you actually want for said hat. Sorry for the radio silence. Last 2 weeks I've been working a new job. It's been really stressful, and I hit a bit of a creative writing block, and I had a video, well, not a video, but an argument with quite a popular TF2 YouTuber who was going to cause a tiny bit of problem, so I decided to remove the video and just, you know, fuck it, you know, cut communications. The videos are back to normal. Video coming out next week. Hopefully you guys will enjoy it, and I've got a bonus video that I started writing it in October. I'm probably going to finish it up soon, just so that I can uninstall the game from my computer, so I've got space for other projects I got going. But anyway, I've been Jay Caliber. I'll see you guys next week for next week's video. Share your thoughts on TF2 trading and what your approach is to trading at the moment, because I'm finding it a little bit of a pickle. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.